What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest channel and podcast. If you have not subscribed yet, please do go ahead and subscribe. And if you are listening to this on YouTube, just go ahead and hit that like button while you're at it. I really appreciate it that you are here. And let's get into this podversation/reality chat. This is about Tisha, and I really don't see it for her. It has nothing to do with what she looks like. It has nothing to do with what she sounds like. I hear and, I see a lot of comments and hear a lot of people talking about her look, how she's dressing these days, sometimes what her hair is looking like, all of those different things. And I definitely hear a lot of things about her way and manner of speaking. And she doesn't speak the most eloquent, but that's neither here nor there. I've watched this show over all of the seasons, and Tisha just really does not see it for Melody. And I do believe that Tisha hates Melody. I believe there's some jealousy there. I don't want to take it to the extent of the colorism conversation. That's just not my platform. It does exist, and I get that. I'm not on either side because of the way their skin tone looks. I'm just here to say Tisha is a very, how do I put this without sounding rude? She just doesn't have, I don't believe she has a lot of self-esteem. I don't think it even has a whole lot to do with the way she looks. But Melody is a boss. Melody is doing a lot of things that Tisha has really, I believe, always wanted to do. Not saying it has to be the specific business models that Tisha is currently doing now. But I will say that when this show started, we saw Tisha being a house mom and being married to a man who did not want her to, I believe, kind of see the light of day. Stay in the house with these kids, take care of my babies, and I'll make sure that you have everything that you need, but I don't want you coming out of the house. That's the way it looked, all right? I'm not saying that that's the God's honest gospel truth of the way that they had it, but now you see Tisha out more, and that's fine. She's gotten her master's degree. They claim that they're making millions in construction. I'm not really sure how true that is, especially seeing now that there's this alleged lawsuit against them, countersuit, I should say, for millions of dollars. But Tisha is really okay with the way Wanda disrespects Melody, and it's disgraceful, it is shameful, it is disgusting. Wanda is she's good for theater, she's good for trash TV, she's good for that type of ratchet reality show stuff that most of us have become accustomed to when it comes to reality shows. But one of the things that drew me to even watching Love and Marriage Huntsville was the fact that it seemed to be real people, real situations, and people that are not necessarily doing the gutter, ghetto, ratchet stuff. Look, I'm here for it because I am definitely not opposed to that type of television, to each their own. Shoot, I used to watch freaking Flavor of Love and I Love New York back in the day, and that's as ghetto and ratchet as it comes, right? So I'm just saying, but there's levels to things and there's differences, and I don't have to always just watch that type of show. And I felt that Love and Marriage Huntsville was the difference. So having someone like Wanda on this show constantly showing her ass, so to speak, and showing out, and Tisha trying to make it seem as if she's there to calm her mother down, but I'm never going to tell my mother what to do because that's my mother and I respect my mother, but your mother doesn't respect other people. And in all honesty, Tisha isn't much different than Wanda. The apple definitely didn't fall very far from the tree. And I believe that Tisha loves what Wanda is doing because she does a lot of Tisha's dirty work for her that she doesn't have the balls to do herself. But Tisha has made it well known how she really feels about Melody, and I'm just going to play a couple of clips. One of them is actually from the beginning, close to the beginning, after Melody and Martell were on this separation phase and the news came out about Martell getting someone else pregnant, okay? And then the other clip was from this most recent episode. So I'm just going to play these things, and then I'm just going to continue with the commentary.
What is going on over here?
What may I went to?
Jesus Christ. Where you going?
Mom,
Where you
I
going?
want to talk to Mel.
You're not Mel's mother. Let Mel go.
Everybody got their opinion, Martell, but you can't let nobody rally you like that.
Don't be in Melody's face talking about me. Yeah, married people go through stuff. Period.
That's between Mel and Martell. You don't have anything to do with what's going on
Well, I
between
just
Mel
said
and
to
Martell.
Mel all the stuff that I've been hearing on social
Mel
media.
already know about
And
everything
I
you've
was
been
just,
saying on social
you know what I'm
media.
talking about though, right, Mel?
I don't. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Let her go. Let her go. You need to get out of that. Don't get in the middle of the deal.
Are you going to be able to, for Jalen to sit down to be cool?
Oh, of course. Of course.
I want to go check on Mel, so you going to be good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
So I take part ownership in this situation, but definitely some of this belongs to Wanda as well. Because if she never went on social media and talked about my children, I wouldn't have to say anything to her.
Listen to me. Mel is not innocent. You
I didn't say she was
should
innocent,
have
but that don't have
anything
anything to
to
do
do with Mel.
with what her husband did
I
to
don't
her.
I don't care what her husband did to her. That's between her and her husband. She was talking about her.
Everybody knows.
She still was talking about the paternity of my child. And don't defend the like she's wrong. She's wrong. She's wrong. For Tisha to be over here sitting acting like she don't know what her mother has said or what her mother is doing, I'm gonna be real. It's just too much BS for me, and I'm gonna call it BS every single time.
She wasn't
She's
talking about
wrong.
Martell about
Martell.
her baby
Come here
daddy.
for a
When
minute,
she was talking about me,
Martell.
Mel brought the whole thing up. She said something about you need to get your baby daddy. He been my DMs.
Her baby's father be in my DM.
Wait, you mean to tell me Wanda's baby's father be in your DM?
Uh-huh.
How old is this man?
I don't know, as Tisha is her daddy.
And so my mom was like, well, you need to find out who your baby
I
daddy
don't
is.
care for third party. I don't care.
It's about you having an affair with your
Everybody knows.
husband,
Everybody
and people are saying that you got pregnant by this man, and they're saying that Martell is not the daddy. That's what this is about.
Well,
not
I think
the
that's
child.
aimed at kids too.
That's not the child.
No. That's both.
Directly about the
That's not aimed
mother.
at me. That's aimed
Not
at- I mean,
knowing
I
her
heard-
baby daddy
I'm
is.
sorry. It's about the child too.
It's not about the child.
Because right now, if I say that
Maybe she should say the
MJ is not,
It affects the kids. It affects the
So it
kids.
affects the kids.
I
It's about
agree.
the kids.
No, I agree. I agree with
All right,
that.
so that should be in it right there. So
All right. I hope you heard all of that. But if you didn't, in the beginning, what Tisha was doing was there was a little lunch celebration that Kimmy had for her son celebrating his graduation from college, right? And Wanda was there, Melody was there, Martell was there. Wanda came. Wanda does as she does, gets involved in other people's businesses, and then she wanted to go and speak to Melody. Tisha did not like the fact that her mother was going to go and speak to Melody even though we know Wanda's messy, I believe at that moment she was just wanted to give Melody some encouragement because she was saying Melody doesn't deserve this. Melody is a beautiful woman. She actually said those things. And I don't believe that Tisha liked that. Tisha sees Melody in some way, some form of competition. So to have her own mother say to this woman that she sees as competition that she's a beautiful woman and she doesn't deserve that. So when Tisha said to her mom, Melody is not innocent, and I remember it like yesterday, so just recording this to play it right now, it got me so pissed off. And then to jump from then to now, to have Tisha try to give excuses as to why it was okay to have her mother going on about why it was okay for Wanda to be questioning the paternity of Martell and Melody's daughter was absolutely disgusting, because we all know that Martell is an extreme narcissist. He was the one that had been cheating on his wife over and over again. So to try to flip the narrative, he was trying to put this rumor out there because he was the only one, okay? There was no rumor out there about this woman in the street saying that she's sleeping around with all of these different people or even another person. It was Martell that put that out there because he was trying to say, well, look, I'm not the only guilty party because she was cheating too. That's not true. And everyone knows that that baby, that child, is both of their children. Well, child, because it's one child. But I digress. Tisha to this day is still saying that and saying, well, people were saying that she was having an affair on Martell. So my mom was just questioning the paternity of the child because people were saying that the child looks like the other man. Nobody said that bullshit, and she is the only one that's saying that, and the reason is because she does not like Melody, period. So for her to sit out there and give her mom the okay, even though she was trying to say, are you really trying to fight right now? When she was, quote unquote, trying to get Wanda away from Melody when she really wasn't. She was loving every minute of it. I tell you, she was loving it. So for her to say that stuff about, well, people were saying that the baby doesn't look like Martell, it looks like the other person. What other person? Who is this other person? She's full of crap. And the reason is because she really loves the fact that Martell put this rumor out there because she already feels some type of way about Melody. She already, she was saying a lot. Well, she tried to destroy my marriage. And we'll talk about that in another conversation because I really have my thoughts on that as well. I just don't like what Tisha is doing. We already don't like what Wanda is doing, but I don't like that Tisha is condoning it. The reason she is okay with the disrespect of Melody is because Tisha is jealous of Melody and she sees her as competition. So Wanda is doing her bidding. 100%. She's full of BS. For her to put out there, some seasons ago that Melody is not innocent. What the hell does that mean? And even at that moment, when Wanda approached Melody and was asking her questions about things, Melody was trying to keep the peace. She was trying to keep the peace. So to have Wanda go from that to defending Melody in some sense to now saying that Melody is a whole and Martell needs to get a blood test to see who the real baby daddy is. Like, that's what she said. Wanda is doing Tisha's work, okay? You better trust and believe that. I believe that Wanda is doing Tisha's dirty work, and that's it. But you guys can let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comment section. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. And until the next time, this is Beth, and I'm just being beautifully honest.